Hey there, welcome to another episode of It's On Us podcast. This is a podcast based in Lorain, Ohio. There's 5 of us on the podcast. My name is John. You're going to hear Ash, you're going to hear Cliff, Gabe, and Jacob as well throughout these episodes. We hope you enjoy. We hope you tune in for another one. We try to release every Tuesday, so please keep a lookout. Put us on your Spotify list. We want to see you next year. Spotify Wrapped. IOU to the moon.
Oh man, that shit was wild. Speaking of animals and bears, let's talk about Elon trying to be the new Noah's Ark. He's trying to take like animals to Mars. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, what do you guys think about our animals on Earth being on Mars, and like how big do you think this ship has to be? Like, what do you think about Elon?
Well, my first question
Smart
is,
or crazy?
Can they make it?
100%.
Wherever we're
They
going.
might not be able to make it.
That was the first question I asked.
They gotta have like a suit, right? Or
I don't know for them, for the actual animal. Like, are they equipped, their lungs, their organs, to make it out to that space?
With that,
All questions I ask myself, like, how big does the ship have to be?
the ship has to be massive.
Who's going to clean up their poop? Because eventually they're going to eat their own poop, and you don't want them to die of bacterial infection.
well, how about this? Don't even do all that. You take their sperm and eggs and transport it that
much
way.
easier, yes.
Okay,
Smaller.
so then I'm going to
that
one
way.
up you on what you just said. What's the next stage after that then?
They gotta have food and feed and.
So you're saying you're going to have an incubator in outer space and grow these animals from that cell and
Here's
egg?
what you do. I'm going to add to John's idea because that is way easier, way smarter. If you can collect all sperm and like egg and somehow keep the egg and sperm alive on the way there, once you get there, because we already have technology on Earth that clones animals. Like we
100%.
clone sheep, chickens, or certain shit. So I feel like we can take the technology there and like somehow, like you said, put the egg, like make that shit fertilize, and then you grow it, and hopefully you can get more than just one. But my only issue after that is like, how do you stop inbred? Because clearly they come from the same.
Because there's only so many
line.
of them. Yeah.
Like, do you start cloning them after that?
You probably just
Allow that
like
to-
a zoo does, like how they have breeding programs where you land a tiger 1 year and you'll just get a bunch of different samples.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Zoos
solved
bring
it.
in
I just
animals
solved
that
it.
are from the fucking wild.
but they
Get
also
their sperm and then boom.
No,
I got
not
it.
always, because they do zoos. They have breeding partners from different zoos from across different.
I got it.
Zoos and shit.
Literally, take
That's what I'm
20.
bringing in something
It
different,
sounds
though.
crazy, but you're going to need 20 males and 20 females of every same species, so that way you at least have 20 different bloodlines. I mean, yeah, at some point they will cross, but if you have 20 bloodlines, you can mix and match after, until a certain point.
I mean, how do you think we all got started?
That's what I'm saying.
From 2 people? No?
Can't be from 2 people.
John, don't
'cause
get
that
started.
means we all.
Don't get started. No.
I can't say
Don't get
that.
him in that bag. I seen him about to
All right,
approach that.
Disregard that though. But no, we had to come up
He
with a
said
system
disregard.
that, like, I agree with you guys.
We have to, like, start
but you have to keep the sperm at a certain temperature to go out there because you're dealing
Refrigerate
with
it.
different,
Yep.
like, okay.
And that's
They already
where
have-
I'm getting at it. Okay, yeah, you want to take them all in the thing. I'm cool with the egg idea, but then going back to what you said, where are we gonna put it? How are we gonna contain it?
You're going to need a big ship, because I remember seeing
Not
this
even
one
a
horror
ship.
movie.
Let's say
I
you
ain't
put it
gonna-
on the fucking moon.
You could.
You can't. You can only. You're gonna be limited
But
to
the
what you
moon-
can
the
do
moon
in
isn't
space, no matter
Because
what.
I seen a scary movie one time, and I'm not gonna lie, this alien had a big ship, and what they did was take like thousands of people, like they took their eggs and sperm, and they had pretty much like thousands on millions of like incubators of babies, and they were pretty much moving across the galaxy and shit like that, and collecting life from different planets. So you should pretty much need a big ship with an incubation system that can store plenty of like fetuses and shit like that.
The problem with
Fair
the
move.
big ship is, for
Fuel
us,
and stuff.
not even fuel. How are we gonna get it there?
Here, so you're
Yeah.
overcomplicating this shit.
It's gonna take a lot of.
That's why we're
power.
not rocket scientists.
Hear me
We
out.
love
Simplify
talking
it,
about
Jacob.
it.
Come on.
Take the sperm and egg. Once you have that incubated, all you have to do is keep it at a certain temperature.
Why would you do it on a ship? Not why, like,
No.
once you get to Mars.
No, I'm saying, or do that.
And that's what I'm saying. You're
You
gonna
could do
be
it-
limited no matter where
You
you
could
go.
do it when you get to Mars, because all you gotta do is keep the shit at a certain temperature, and they've already equipped
Wait, what do
spaceships
you- well,
with
hold on,
Because you
refrigerators.
can't risk it being born on
But
the
no,
ship.
that goes more in depth, because if you do it on Mars, it's closer to the sun and it's hotter.
No, it's further than the sun because it's behind Earth.
Wait, hold on. Still,
Okay,
time out.
Then either way, so now you're equipped to adjusting a temperature being set at this one. So now you have to create a whole environment now over there to have that
But as
regulated
long
set
as
temperature.
you have
Oh,
the
yeah, you're right.
incubation,
Mars is after Earth. 'Cause
but if
Mercury
you,
is closer
as
to
long
the
as
sun.
you have the
That's what I
incubation
was thinking of.
set, as long as you have a refrigerator set, guess what? And it's contained, you cannot change the temperature within that refrigerator.
Again, you
No
have to
matter-
be. What I'm saying is, you're going to be limited to that space. So now you have to curate an environment before you can even make the fridge.
Oh, I see what he's saying, because at some point, once those animals are born, they need their natural.
They're not. What are you going to roam around on fucking Mars?
No, you would have to make an enclosure or something.
Exactly.
With
and that in itself is going to take more time than getting all these sperm eggs.
Okay, I see. So you're saying establish base camp first on Mars
and agriculture, and
right? And then I see what you're saying.
I mean, you can't put these animals anywhere without them to live.
Just having all this discussion prior to it, that kind of shows that this is really ambitious. Like, this is a very
think about it.
Complex. A lot of moving parts, making sure we got this before this happens and this before this happens.
And I'm going to even say, because at some point they're going to be outside, you got to think, all of us, even as humans, we adapt to our environment. Like the way we grow up, the way we look, everything is due to our environment. Because if you watch certain Discovery Channel things, like that's why certain animals like have certain shit on their bodies, because their environment has kind of like trained them to be that way. So just imagine, like, once a lion is somewhere on Mars, it might not even look the same, it might not act the same, because its environment is completely changed. So its whole anatomy is going to naturally change due to its environment. Like rhinos, like if they don't have no use of their horn on Mars, they might be hornless. Just, as an idea. Because clearly they have it here for protection, but what if they don't need to protect themselves on Mars because maybe they're faster, or they can jump higher, and they can avoid certain shit or get their prey faster. So I think it's like strange to even think about the mutations of animals once they reach a new environment. Because it's going to be hard to reenact Earth's... Because how you going to grow a rainforest?
Impossible.
And shit on Mars. Like, we don't know how to control or weather manipulate.
You would have to put them ideally inside of a dome.
But we could, though.
On Mars.
Weather manipulate on Mars? How?
Well, no, but how you said, like a rainforest. In a way, we can already at a small scale, because at the zoo, they have an imitation. Granted, it's not exactly like it. But I'm saying you can make a contained space like a rainforest atmosphere because of what you can do.
I'm just saying on
with
a grand scale, but I see
you
what you're
can
saying.
create it, but it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
The air quality and the actual logistics of oxygen and, all that.
And plus, once they overpopulate after a certain rate, you're going to let some out on the planet, and that's where the mutation is going to start.
Right, I get that. I'm just saying, at a small scale, it's possible. But nothing
I agree
major.
with you. I agree with you.
It's not like you're going to put a half of a fake rainforest on Mars.
But is it like even livable?
But then that
like,
goes what I was saying. You have to
breathe?
You have to create that environment before you even can establish the life.
Now, if you wanted to take like maybe 5 animals up there and start small scale in a small area, then I would. That's more plausible than taking like a Noah's Ark.
Because I feel like certain animals aren't going to be able to breathe on Mars. I do believe in that.
Right.
Not everybody.
But you would have to create a dome that's capable of producing enough clean air for those animals that go up there. So, be able to adapt the oxygen that they get and shit like that.
Just imagine, though, all the infrastructure that you have to get out there. Concrete, windows, glass, all that. Like, it takes 7 months to get there.
First, you got to figure out what will be buildable.
So, I'm going to one up you right now. You said 5, so we'll go with 5.
5 animals?
What fucking 5 animals on planet Earth are you taking out of here, then?
I'm going to take deer, because deer is always naturally something we're going to eat. I feel like we're going to take animals that we're going to be able to eat and hunt. They're going to be able to
then that goes into what you said. Can they physically be able to... Can a chicken physically be able to be out in outer space?
That's what you're going to have to test out. And that's why, like, even going back to, like, what John was even hinting at, this is going to be, like, a 50-year project. We're not going to have answers until we're in our 80s, pretty much, or, like, 70s.
But then that goes in people. Okay, so then...
Chimpanzees have already been to space.
That's different.
Well,
that's different, because they're, like,
completely different. Because they're sending them out there just solely to die in space.
No, they come back.
Sounds, yeah.
No.
Sometimes they come back, yeah.
Sometimes.
Jacob, you think that? So
I said sometimes, not all the time.
If I send a chimpanzee to fucking Saturn, you think that chimpanzee's coming back? Okay,
no, not Saturn.
No, that's not what I asked you, though. No, that's not what I asked you.
All I said that there's been chimpanzees sent to space. I'm sorry for
laughing.
That's all I said. I said that they've gone to space. That's all that I said. I didn't say a specific planet. I just said they've gone to space and some have come back. That's all that I said.
Again. Morally, they're sending them out there to die because they're not going to waste a human's life.
Thank you, Elon, for this conversation. This shit.
They're not going to risk a human's life on this
because we don't know and they don't.
Well, there's already been humans to space.
Jacob,
50-year project.
You're not listening to what I'm. Of course, fucking Bezos just went to space and came back, and he
He did not go to space.
When he hit the floor, he
No,
fainted,
I
and everybody
believe
thought
he
he was
did.
dead.
He
That's
went to
not
like,
what I'm
I
saying.
think there's a layer that he went
There-
to.
yeah,
but he
there's
didn't go to,
layers.
like,
There is two layers.
Yes.
He broke the first layer to get out of the atmosphere. He did not physically orbit space.
Yes.
I agree. I was going to say I
It's
don't
more
think
of
he
a
went out there either.
Yeah. It was. There's
Yeah,
layers.
because to go out there and come back, that's like,
It takes more time than what it did.
Yep.
yeah.
I've listened to what's the dude's name? The fucking smart dude.
Neil
man.
deGrasse.
Yes.
He said, "Yep, that guy right
Yeah,
there."
yep. I'm like, I don't know his name, but I know who he is. But no, he basically said it happened too quick.
Yeah.
That time frame, it was too fast for him to physically actually be in outer space.
Pretty much, they were looking down at Earth, and it probably looked small, but they were like staring at probably space at the same time.
Right.
Like, oh,
They were
there's
like in the
space.
middle area, like
Yeah. But I would want to experience like that G-force of like being like you're just floating. There's no like
Gravity.
no
We
gravity.
could do that now, though, and
Yeah.
that's what's fucking wild. And that's why I'm saying, like, we can't physically take these animals out there. Like, everything we're saying, they've already probably tried, and they've put them in an incubator where there is zero gravity. And what a chicken is not going to be able to fucking walk. That chicken takes one extra step high, and that motherfucker is gone.
I say you take a chicken, you take a cow, you take
And then in a cow, if a cow lifts up and pushes too hard, they're floating off. That's a heavy mass. That's 300 pounds that you can't pull back
Unless
down.
you're strong enough, but again, we're not there, so we don't know like how our body is going to react. I also think about this because I think about the Fantastic Four and how they got hit with those rays. Like, who's to say, like, at some point, say you're traveling there and the sun isn't going through some sort of like whatever it goes through in its cycle, and it releases some
That shit
type of
just happened.
radiation waves, and it like literally
Sunspots.
alters, the DNA of like everything you're sending there, including your own, because that shit does happen in space. It has its own cycle, like we have a cycle here on Earth. And we don't know how to regulate
you
that
know, we
shit.
have superheroes that are cows and chickens.
I used to watch that show back in the day, Cow and Chicken.
I love that show.
I'm just saying.
Mama had a chicken. Daddy had a cow.
No, that's a good conversation, a good topic, because it makes you think of like what if and like the possibilities of something like that happening, which it could.
And just the appreciation that us as humans are pushing the real barrier of space and trying to like do more than just Earth. I'm proud of us as a kind.
And this
You know
kind of
what I mean?
leads into a rabbit hole about Uber Eats delivering to space.
Man, this shit. I saw
Yeah, this is why this
Hold
whole
on,
conversation
scroll
really
back up
needs to
real
start.
quick. You said how many miles? 248 miles. You know how long that takes in a
No,
vehicle?
stop scrolling so
Scroll-
goddamn
yeah.
fast. Leave it right there.
I'm just here for the Jacob.
All right,
shit
Jacob, you want to say the entrepreneur's
That was-
name?
Hell no.
Okay.
So it was yesterday. It looks
Yes.
like, or the story was yesterday.
Yes.
Kashi,
No.
6ix9ine.
Yusaku.
Yusaku
oh, okay. I didn't know what the fuck was that.
Yusaku Mezawa.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure you butchered that, but
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
I tried.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
this
Maybe
guy,
Mezawa.
he wants to hand deliver ready to eat canned Japanese dishes to astronauts in space stations.
Hold on, and it only took 8 hours and 34 minutes. Yeah, they weren't in real space.
Since he departed from Earth, so he hasn't been back yet.
Oh,
So he's still out there trying to deliver. I hope that food is still warm.
Hell no.
it's canned food.
You know what I
Play
think
the
of?
video.
Please do. 'Cause I didn't get to watch the video. I just
Hell
seen
no,
the
I
shit
didn't
and
see
wrote it
this
down.
shit. Out of this world. Oh, no. That sounds like some Naruto.
Not at all. Hold on.
Naruto.
But that makes sense though, because like even in like movies, they send like subliminals. I feel like because like even like the droplet of like water on food supplements, and they grow into like actual like plates of food.
Oh, where they dehydrate and then rehydrate them. Megamind talks about that. He's like, I learned how to dehydrate items and then rehydrate to make their matter shift.
That
We've
could be
been
a
working
thing.
on that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? And look how that took off. The amount of time and effort it took for just
Just
that.
imagine how expensive that is.
Exactly.
The carbon
And that's my whole
footprint
thing
left
with the
behind.
whole
Yeah.
what a Noah's Ark size, you know.
Look at that little ass
rocket.
bag.
You can't tell me this almost looks like a commercial. You telling me he flew up like that? Like, where did he connect? I need to see more.
Hey, here you go. Here's your food.
Here's what you ordered
Thanks.
yesterday.
Empty ass bag.
This looks.
One can.
He just unfolded that bag, bruh. You can't tell me that wasn't already on the ship. Because if he traveled up with that bag, it should be looking like that bag,
See,
uncreased.
Yeah, that's a publicity stunt.
but I think
mean, honestly.
the idea of it kind of makes sense if you want to move everyone to space.
I ain't gonna lie, I should have bought Uber Eats stock that day because I bet it went through the roof because people really thought they went to space first. That was just a stock booster.
Hey, stop looking at yours and I'm going to stop looking at mine.
Man, Dak Prescott is fucking
Chill out, what I
So-
say. Stop looking at yours.
So with this year,
I got to stop looking.
it's coming to an end. Does anybody have anything that they like review on? Like, does anybody like just sit down and be like, okay, what did I accomplish this year? How can I get better and stuff like that?
Snapchat just sent me a year in review. It was cute, but
It was cute.
it was cute. But man, survival. I ain't gonna lie. Like this is growing, but as many people as we randomly lost this year. Sorry, my voice was cracking. But I'm just glad for survival. Experienced heart palpitations this year and shit like that. Health is wealth for sure, and I'm glad to have you guys here. And we're building on this, and I'm just like Rome wasn't built in a day, neither was the British Empire. So I'm glad that we're coming one step at a time. I'm not looking for quantum leaps. So my year in review is I'm glad this kept consistent, and this definitely grew. I feel like we are inspiring our city because we see more people in Lorraine popping up left and right with their own podcasts and shit like that. So that's been my year in review. I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud of my group. My baby boy is growing, and I can just be happy to be here. That's about it. And next year, I know big things are in store for us and my family. So that's my year in review.
3-0 for you. 3-0 for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
For y'all.
Y'all.
Everybody in front of me.
Talking about Clifton and Jacob.
Jacob's already 30, I believe. No, you're not.
I'm 10:30 in May.
Oh, okay. You're a few months older than me. It's,
Yeah, I turned 27.
sorry, that's my chef year. Like, Steph gave 30 a new sexiness. I ain't gonna lie.
There you
Just
go.
broke the record
I'm
and
already
everything.
sexy, so
I'm just waiting on my goal.
You know what? That's what I meant to say during the whole Elon thing. He gonna end up needing your sperm and recruiting you because you gonna be the first Sasquatch on motherfucking Mars looking like that.
What you mean him? He gonna need mine. You see how many blood? You just seen how many bloodlines I got.
But
I'm
no,
good
that was a
everywhere.
joke I was saving for your ass, but we really got deep into
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
But
Good one.
kind of ruined
Good
it.
one.
But yeah, we're gonna need a
Shut your
Sasquatch
ass
on
up,
Mars.
Jacob.
You're gonna be like the walking rumor here on Earth.
Wait, he's like the walking,
DNA.
the walking Bigfoot.
So this year taught me a lot.
Ugly foot.
That was actually pretty good.
Ugly foot on Mars. It is already birthed. We need to trademark that.
Yep.
You
Oh
heard
my
it here
God.
first. So any podcast
We
come out
need
here
your
stealing
image
that
looking
shit,
just
hey,
like
I'm out
that.
your neck
Like
now.
this.
The first, yeah, there you go. First ugly foot. There you go.
And you're gonna be
you go.
talked about for centuries. And man, I seen ugly foot. It's just gonna be your bloodline walking around Mars.
Naked and shit.
Everywhere you go, you see that face like posters.
No, your hair needs to be a little bit more messier because this shit, yeah.
All right, Jacob.
I don't know about that.
All right,
Stop.
where were you saying,
Cut it off.
Jacob?
Making me uncomfortable.
My year in review was was very gratifying because I just looked at like how this year went, being like the breadwinner, I guess, in my house and like showing
Wow,
myself.
flex, dude.
Damn,
Well, no.
shots. He'll pick it up.
Well,
Shots
soft
at
Well,
flex.
no,
I get
Because-
what you're saying
See?
because this is the first year that you're actually like
yeah,
head of household.
Yeah, that I was the only one,
Right.
you know. So I was like, you know, it showed me a lot about myself and what I do and stuff
To make
like
that
that.
sound better, you should have said I stepped up and I was a full leader this year. There's
Yeah.
nothing bad about that.
Yeah,
No, I'm
like,
not-
it
Yeah,
wasn't-
That's
Cliff
a
is eating his
flexion.
popcorn.
yeah.
Who's your breadwinner?
Nah,
Claim that
nah,
shit.
it wasn't like a dig or anything.
I'm getting this money. I feel you.
Bitch.
That's toxic.
You be calling her a bitch or no?
Nah, that's disrespectful. But yeah, and then like Taylor's about to be a senior next year. So like just thinking about that, like how she's about to graduate high school with an associate's too. So it's like that's just really gratifying as a
It
parent.
is gratifying.
That is awesome.
And then obviously our podcast, which we've been kicking ass on. So
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to us, bro. We staying consistent. We've been doing this for well over a year now, right? So
Yep.
Pre-pandemic.
I'm,
The
I'm not gonna
goals
lie.
need to be like marketing and promotioning.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
secondhand nature. Once we know how to market and promote ourselves, I promise you, this will grow beyond anything we even imagine.
Yeah.
I can promise all of you that.
I believe it. I see us like just being at. We will be at the international festival this year. That's really one of the goals, like to be there and
yeah.
like talk to advocate to people on what we're doing because we have a voice.
Get merch.
Big light bulb before I forget. Even if we're not good, because we believe in like putting people on, and we understand help is necessary, and we can't have a community without, you know, really building it and using the help of others. If we know somebody who can market and promote us, if we have to, monetarily pay them, but like, let's like make that our goal. Either if we can't do it ourselves, find somebody who can do it. True. Because sometimes we may not have the ability, and maybe we need to learn from somebody else, because obviously we're not experts at it. And once we learn from them and we get it going, maybe we can keep them around because they're good at what they do.
So I'll give you a great basketball analogy that I found out in high school. Help the helper.
Thank you. I like that.
I've heard that before. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
We can't do it alone.
No.
And that's why it's on us to do it.
It's the team mentality. Together, each achieve more. That makes sense, right? We're a team. We're trying to build a dynasty in a sense, or like we're going to do great things. I truly believe it, though.
I wouldn't even say a dynasty, like a foundation.
There you go.
Dynasties come and go. You know what I mean?
We're trying to last.
Foundations last forever.
Forever.
I'm trying to be a pyramid, not a skyscraper.
I'm trying to be like an ancient Chinese empire, because them used to last for thousands of years. So I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to
Great Wall of China, that baby up still.
I'm just saying, like, no, like there used to be
with a bunch of dead bodies in it.
Certain dynasties used to like rule over a certain part of Asia for like anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 years, type shit. Like, I want that.
No, okay. So John, for you, yearly review. You got a lot going on though, John.
My man's done with school.
Yeah.
Well, halfway done. Now my class is over yet, but that started this year, and honestly, it does not feel like it's been like 2021 has been a year yet. I feel like it's been like 8 months.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I feel like it really sped up this last quarter. So we're almost done with it, and we're just gonna have to keep going, man. Keep pushing. No, I think that everybody here is on the right track. We're on the right track with this podcast, and that's important to me, and I hope it's important to y'all. And
no, it is, and even for you personally, like reviewing just on like you've grown a lot in this last year. Believe it or not, you've stepped out of your comfort zone. You've done things that John's not used to doing, but like
you went
now
tailgating with your boy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do more things and travel. That's a big thing. So that was this year that starting of that. So now it's like, what's next?
Right.
So, 22 is going to be a good year.
I'm with you, man. Gabe, for you?
My year in review? So, my year in review as of right now, I feel like I've been lit all year. I ain't even going to cap, bro. Like, last 2 years, like, we've been in shambles and limited to what we can't actually do. Yet, I'm still doing what I want to do within that chaotic, situation.
I feel that.
I joined a softball league first time my whole life. Lit, won championship, came home with the trophy, my own trophy. We got 2, I got my own. Joining the bowling league.
Staying active,
getting a new job. I picked up a second job this year. Just like I said, just trying to develop what I want to do within my own time, filling it with the things that I want to do. Not with what is given to me. Mm-hmm. I'm out like every Friday. Y'all know I'm either doing something, or I'm on with one of y'all, low key for real. Saturdays, boom. Sundays, you already know what it is, football. Mm-hmm. So it's like Monday through Friday. I've been grinding so hard throughout the whole year. It's like now I'm starting to see it, man. Like, man, Monday through Friday, all you do is really work. And Cliff every day tells me, man, like, bro, you really be working sun up, sundown. And he's like, you know what I mean? He sees it too within himself. Sun up to sundown, we both working, man. Like, and Cliff doesn't understand because I don't really say it a lot because I don't know how to say it, but I appreciate how he motivates me to keep being better and keep growing and just you know what I mean? Keep striving, keep going. You can't be settled down yet. I'm not in a position to do it yet. You know what I mean? So I just keep moving, man. My year's been
in a row, and I'm proud of you.
You know what I mean? My year in review is still going because we still got 2 weeks.
You really are still going though.
I have to leave soon. Yeah, Jacob, I don't care. Honestly,
I know.
What time you got to go, Jake?
Well, no,
I asked you before this started.
Well, no,
you have something to do.
I just got notified that Taylor's boyfriend needs picked up to go to our house.
That's not true.
Can you call him Uber?
Uber Eats is delivering to space, my nigga.
They
can drop that nigga off to fucking.
You getting this money, Jake? Drop that shit. Yeah, there you go.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Text her back. The ride's given. He's on his way.
Tell him to be outside in 5 minutes.
Elon is on the way.
Shit.
No, yeah. Okay, so I guess like year review. Oh man, for me it's kind of a lot though. Like I just
got married this year.
Yeah, it's bro. This has been
bro.
a monumental.
That shit was beautiful. That's my first wedding that I've been in my 20s.
Bro, like I don't pay myself enough like homage and like I don't give myself enough appreciation and gratitude because like I've came a long way, man.
Yes, you have.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have.
And it's just like appreciating that more. And like my problem is I deal with satisfaction to a degree. You know, like I want to do a lot, but I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Like kind of what Mark said, like have so many ideas in my mind, but I know like it takes time to develop these steps. And
just think about where you were around the corner. We were in the same block. Think about the room you were in compared to where you at now. You done came a long way, bro.
Yeah, man. I guess like one of my goals for next year is to find a business mentor.
I feel that.
Just to help me like shape what I'm doing. I know like I'm trying to do something that's never been done, so I kind of need some borderline of guidance to push me to that next step in life. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much where I'm at though. But I'm grateful for the podcast, man. We're doing a lot of good things. I feel like 2022. I'll call it 22. It's going to be a good year.
It's going to be a good year. We got
Triple deuce.
Just got to keep going. Got to keep pushing.
It's okay to pause, but just keep going.
Right. Shout out to Thurman Poor because, you know, relating to your satisfaction thing, I feel the same way. Maybe that's why sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed because I want 1,000 things done in one day with all the ideas in my head. But this guy named Thurman Poor, I was picking up rotisserie chicken. I made like this Puerto Rican broth and shit the other day to go over some Puerto Rican rice I got from Gonzalez. Shout out to them. And he told me there was something different about me. He said he loved my aura. He was like, even though I can tell you from around here, because he had to ask me where I was from, he was like, it don't seem like you're from around here. You're different. You're unique. And you walk like it and you got the swag like it. He was like, and I know you, because he asked me who my people was too, and I told him, he was like, and you don't even act like none of your people. He was like, just keep that going, because he was like, I can tell you're going somewhere. So I wanted to give Thurman Poor shout out because I've been for real, that was his name. His last
shout
name
out to
No, I just when I hear Thurman now, I think of Bernie Mac's skit. Thurman, Thurman, Thurman.
That's legendary.
But yeah, I appreciate him for telling me that because that was definitely a pick me up message during this weekend. That's kind of been rough. I've been clinging to that. Appreciate you, Thurman.
Nice.
Okay, so
let's do our mental check.
You want to do a mental wellness check?
No, you might have to skip it because they gotta go. So
No, we can do the mental check.
oh, okay, you got
go
time.
first.
You got time. Okay,
He called the Uber.
yeah.
You called the Uber? You
Oh,
fucking rich,
hey,
bro.
yo.
I gotta get my money up in 22, man.
Yo,
God damn.
Mentally, I'm
Show
at a
me your
10.
ways. Yeah.
I'm at a 10.
10.
It's end of the year. I realized shit at the beginning of the year that I didn't. I realize shit now that I didn't realize at the beginning of the year. And I had just after having a great day with my mom yesterday. Shout out to mom. Went Christmas shopping with her. Had
Shout out
lunch.
to Angie.
And it was just a really good day.
That
Talked for a
sounds
lot.
weird.
Can I ask you
Different
something? What was
things.
your number one realization for the year? Like at the top of all that, you know, you realize and stuff. What was the number one thing that's going to stick with you and that poked out, and you're not going to let it go by the wayside in 2022?
Stay true to yourself. No matter how many times you get picked on or people say shit or smart ass shit, you have to realize that at the end of the day, everybody's going to have a different perception of what you do and how you live your life.
I feel that.
let me see you throw it up, Jake.
Oh, motherfucker.
What?
Motherfucker.
Nothing. I'll tell you when we get off. John, go ahead.
But yeah, so yeah, 10.
No, okay, so
That's what's up, man.
I like that though, Cliff. Okay, so John.
You guys, I'm doing fucking fantastic.
One thing that stuck out to you, like, just about who John is as an individual.
Yeah, this is a 2-part question. Now.
Well,
Yeah.
so
What sticks out and how are you feeling?
So for me, what stuck out this year, and I hate to say it's not a positive thing, but it's just kind of not trusting everybody and kind of seeing through people's bullshit.
Bro, I can agree to that to a full degree.
And in the workspace and in the personal space and just kind of reading for what it is and not thinking too far. I'm very I overthink everything, but it's like there's some certain things that it's just not obvious, but just very apparent, and catching that, and even if it's good or bad, like accepting that and basically moving forward either way. So That's like it's not very positive, but it's very positive for me because it's something that I've realized that I need to be more keen on.
You know what it reminds me of, and like in a way, because I'm gonna I feel that 100%. It's like you're on your junior or senior album if you were an artist. You talk about like all the fake people in the industry. You kind of like you had your eyes open. It's like, you know what? I'm in this bitch because I'm in this bitch because it's me. Like fuck all y'all niggas. Like y'all this shit. All your snakes in my grass and I'm cutting it. Like
Got the lawnmower.
And I got the chopper. What's up?
got the blade in your ass. What's this shit?
No, yeah, but I agree with you, John. Though, because it's
I like that a lot, though.
I was reflecting, and I've noticed like I was watching videos, and it's like from the moment you're born, you're somebody else for somebody. Like you are someone for someone else. Like to your mom, you're a son. To your siblings, you're a brother. To your friends, you're a friend. To your girlfriend, you're their significant other. But like, who is John for John?
Right.
And that's establishing that foundation.
That's deep.
And see, and I feel like that in my early 20s, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't thinking that. And now it's like I'm 28, so it's like it's gotta happen. I have to fucking. This is now. So
I'm glad you acknowledge I'm in my early 20s.
He's not in his early 20s.
Hey, I ain't gonna
but
cat.
though,
That's
like-
why I said I'm glad.
Yeah.
So yeah, as far as everything else goes, 10. I'm on a 10 right now. Physically, I'm getting back into the gym. I'm actually working out at home at the moment. I'm just trying that first. I'm getting on the elliptical and just kind of working out a lot of weight, like sit-ups, planking, that type of shit. So I'm trying to get this gut, man. No more beer. I'm doing clear and ginger, clear vodka, whatever.
There you go.
Tito's.
Tito's Sprite,
Patron.
maybe like Tito's and like
Patron.
Patron.
Casamigos.
On the light side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like
I'm trying to see what I can get away
the
with.
older you get though, the more you like prefer or have a preference of what you want to
Different
drink.
shit
Where it's
you
just
drink.
like you can't keep mixing.
Right. All right.
You mixing at 35, you gonna be fucked up, bro.
No, for real. Like I even at 29, shit that didn't phase me before, I'm really feeling it. Like it hits me completely different at 29, knocking on 30, and I think that's just kind of like the disclaimer. Like, you see how you feel now? Wait until you're in your 30s. It's like, oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
Kidneys are saying, "Help me."
Yep.
Please help me. Please take some vitamins.
Yeah. Okay, so Gabe, for you, one thing that like
One thing
stood out
that
to you.
stuck out to me this year is came out of your mouth, Ash. If it's costing my mental health, it is not worth it.
It's not worth it.
And I told you a long time ago, that's been sticking with me, man. Seriously. And that's the wisest thing that I can, to this year, pinpoint and automatically say that is definitely words that I needed to hear. Because y'all know me. I'm big on other people's problems is kind of my problems, even though it has nothing to do with me at all. And I just feel bad for people that go through shit that not necessarily should be going through it, but it, it happened to you, and that's life. Can't change those cards. But all in all, yeah, that's the biggest thing to me right now is just really this making sure my mental health is more important than. I'm not saying the next person's, you know what I mean, because their mental health is just as important as mine. But putting myself sometimes in different situations above somebody else.
No, that's real. Because at the end of the day, like you leave here, it's just you. You driving that car, it's just you.
And just like you said, and kind of hit me hard. What is Gabe doing for Gabe? And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm okay because other people around me, like you said,
Need you and need to
be okay
provided.
for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not okay because I'm okay. I'm okay because you need me to be okay.
And it's okay not to be okay, but at the end of the day, it's like you got to be you for you. Like you have to. It goes back to like accountability. Like how am I feeding myself? I can't keep pouring into other people, and it's like my well's empty, bro. I need like some type of disconnection. Like that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's like sometimes, man. Like as bad as it sounds, I just want to take a 1-day vacation all by myself. Go nowhere. Sit in my room. That's it.
Turn all electronics off.
Yep.
Just
Turn the TV off. Turn the lights off, man, and just sit there and not in a sense be
Soaking or dwelling.
right. It's just my body physically needs to recharge. I could put my phone on the charger, and it's back to being life again within the next 30-45 minutes. What do we plug ourselves into to make sure that we are going to be good for the next 24 hours?
yeah, I agree with you because like our bed is almost like our
Charger.
Our charger. We need sleep. We need all these elements to like be a functioning human being. And half of us are just on like 50%, just going.
That's why I can't wait to get the Dak Prescott. I need me one of them sleep numbers.
Man.
With the memory foam and the heater.
And then to kind of talk about how I'm doing right now currently, I can't complain, man. Yesterday I had my best bowling series ever. With the boys. You know how it is. I seen Lola yesterday, Jacob. I said on the podcast we was doing some real racial profiling in my house. Okay. But it was good to see my family over there, Andrea, Lola,
it was
Leah, Jacob. It was good to do because that's nothing we've ever did before.
Right. And
just to be there and to actually see it and be a part of it was actually pretty cool. So I cannot complain as of late.
It just came from one Facebook comment too.
I don't have Facebook, so I don't know about that. But anyways, I'm gonna say outside of that, if I missed shopping for you the other day, I got you today. But if I don't get you nothing, just know I got you after Christmas. Okay.
It's all love. I got love for you.
Discounts go on after Christmas. Okay,
what about you, Cliff?
What are you thinking?
Big dog.
I'm just loving how you're on your fake love, way too sexy shit. You're like a 2-part Drake song over there. That shit's wrong.
Giggity.
Gabe's soliloquy that was nice too. But for me, my mental check, like I told you guys, I'm honest and upfront. Like I've been mentally zapped. I've been working 40+ hours for over like 15 weeks now, and I'm not complaining. So I'm probably like at a 6 or 7. I'm not too high, but I'm not too low. Because Gabe kind of hinted like at my Snapchat, like I've been, like I said, down and out, but I got a legacy looking up to me, and I understand I have to take on a tougher mentality because of the reality I created. So
I would touch on that. It's not even the reality created; is the reality that you are forced to live.
Well, I think it's hand in hand because of the simple fact it's handed to me.
I didn't want to be the golden child. We talked about this off this.
Right.
I didn't ask for that.
It was handed to me, but still, my life is a product of the decisions I make. So even though that was handed to me, it's up to me to do with that power which was handed to me by reality.
So I'm going to counter argument that if they knew half the shit I was doing, I would still be looked at as that person, but not the same platform.
Exactly, and that's
we'll
why
talk about this after podcast.
No, I agree with you, but that's why to me it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like you said, because I still have to do what's best for me, regardless of what I do.
Right.
And as far as like what I'm left with in the year in review, on top of like what Thurman said, what my oldest child wants to do and stuff like that, and what I've been hinting at for a while, I'm really looking forward in 2022 to getting a lot done on the media side and just understanding where the money is and just helping us amplify this. My mission is to get this podcast to somewhere even more elevated next year. And if I have to go off in my own venture in order to find out certain techniques, certain things that this podcast needs, I'm pretty much going hunting for IOU, if that makes sense. In the process, again, I will make myself better. I'll build what I need for home, but I'm also looking to take from what I'm doing at home and bringing it here to my clan. And again, pretty much giving you guys what I find more than topics, more than just, ideas. I want to be able to bring action that you guys can do and emulate and do it in your own way. And if I'm not doing it proficient enough, maybe you guys amplify that technique and then we're all, in a good current and synergy. So that's pretty much my mindset for 2022. It's prep me to hunt for this podcast.
Nice.
I like that.
Meal prepping.
Yeah, I like that. That's like the hunter's mentality.
Meal
so
prepping.
like,
You hungry?
Yeah, so I said meal prepping.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cliff. Though, like 2022 for me is more so based on like the hunting mentality of like I have to go out there and get what I want because it's not going to be brought to me on a silver platter. Like I know life doesn't work like that, but I know like I have to be more accountable. I have to be more fully aware of what I'm doing. Like I said, like John, I agree with you. Like, cut back on certain habits that don't like really feed into what I'm doing because like I know like there's a transformation that has to happen in the new space I'm going to.
So it's all about how you do it. You know, it's your transformation. So it's like if no action's taken, you ain't gonna transform.
Exactly, and not even a year in review. I want to add one more thing, just my 20s in review, because due to my couple of health scares going into the new year and understanding 30's on its way, and just looking back all through my 20s and kind of hoping for opportunities to land in my lap, and some have, some haven't. Going into my 30s, I understand I have to hunt for more than there will be those that will land in my lap. I will have to capitalize what's handed to me, but I will have to hunt for most of mine. So it's not just a year in review, it's my whole decade in review.
And kind of like how he said to transform. Sometimes you can't transform without other people being uncomfortable, because they can't grow the way you want you to grow.
That's like a key ingredient in growth.
You know what I mean?
Like if you are looking to grow,
but no, not even in a sense uncomfort within yourself, other people.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, 100%.
It's like, I physically need to be in this space. If you cannot understand that, then we can butt heads.
Right.
But this is what I have to do, though.
Because I think we can all agree that growth makes those around you uncomfortable, like your self-growth, because people are used to seeing you in a certain lens and perception, and once you don't fit that mold no more, it makes them uncomfortable because nobody likes changing. That goes back to what you said.
Yeah. No, I agree, though, because it's like more so of... I had 2 anxiety attacks earlier this week. So I'm at like a 6, 7. So
you may be somebody's ass, or?
No, it was just being the uncomfortable, because I know I'm uncomfortable, and I'm like, this is a part of your growth process. Just stay consistent in what you're doing, because it's like other side is going to be way brighter than what it is now. So I'm like, all right, breathe, remember your techniques, meditate, whatever you got to do just to stay grounded in where you're going in the next space. So yeah,
especially with your job and you're taking a new role.
That's what. So like people are like, they're coming to me.
Yeah, you're in charge. What's
right.
there to do, Ash?
So now I get to set a blueprint for like how I imagine this next phase to be. So I'm like, okay.
In a sense, you're setting the blueprint to show them how problems should be solved.
Yes, in a sense.
Even if they're not even here yet.
And even if you have no type of recollection of what that problem is, though.
Or will be, it's going to be.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, like, this new role, like, the person before me had no idea what he was doing either.
Yep, see?
So it's like, I got to set some type of precedent until, like...
And that takes even more responsibility, because now you're setting a higher bar than what was set for you. You're setting the example, and you're setting yourself a bar. That's 2 different, things.
22 is the year of separation for me. I need to separate what I'm doing till I kind of like...
And if that means I have to cut off family...
It is what it is. Because I know, like, you may not understand it now, but then
I just have a feeling at the first remove.
So,
oh yeah, you're gonna be like, Jacob, you have left the conversation.
Jacob,
like,
you on my list. Yeah. So that's pretty much where I am now. And again, just to circle back around, all good spirits though. For those listening to this, like, we want more out of ourselves, and we hope you guys want more as well. You know what I mean? So, Jacob, you got anything?
Nah, that was great. I like all your guys' answers.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Let's end this on a funny note. All right.
End this on a funny note. If we had a camera, look at Jake then.
Yeah. So Jacob, when we go to Mars and these animals, are you going to be like extracting the sperm from these animals, or what's your role in this?
You physically? No, never mind.
Hey, Cliff, you got to jump for us.
Yeah. I was about to get real bad on here in a second. You about to physically...
Cliff, anytime you got it.
I'm just letting him build up.
I do have one question though. So if you can hit the reset button on everything right now, December 30th, 31st, whatever the fuck it is, into the new year, if you can hit the reset button and go back and change everything, would you?
No.
The only thing
how far do I get to reset it?
To the beginning.
Of what? This year or?
To whenever we want.
If I could reset my life back until I was 21.
Let's reset to Gabe in high school, freshman year.
Freshman? Oh yeah, I'm not going to Clearview then. I would reset it, and that's why I was trying to go more in deep. I'm not going back. If I had to go to Clearview, I wouldn't have went to Clearview. If I'm going to reset the button my freshman year, I'm going to Lorraine High.
Well, it wasn't Lorraine High then. Back then.
No, my freshman year, yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The first year. I would have been the first graduating class from the new Lorraine High.
Boom.
Damn.
Okay.
So, and it goes more in deep than me just not going to Clearview. I mean, I wouldn't know half the friend group that I have now. RJ and Bennett and Dame, Eric, Sherrod, Ivan. Well, I know Ivan before that, so not Ivan, but it would alter my life a lot. But that side of it is very interesting to me. What new friends would I have made at Lorraine High opposed to having these new friends at Clearview? Because when I went to Clearview, I knew 5 people. Literally 5 people going to the school. So I wasn't me my freshman year at all.
Okay. Cliff, you reset?
No, I'm glad. The only thing I would have went back for is just to tell myself stock secrets, so that way.
And that's another thing that goes back
that
into
young
me.
Dolph, that's about it. Because I'm serious. I really don't listen to Moneybagg Yo no more. Black Youngster. I'm done with the whole Yo Gotti group. Yeah, I'm done with them. The only Memphis sound I know from here on out will be Key Glock and Young Dolph, just due to the fact that I really that whole situation meant that much to me to where I'm not supporting that group because I understand they're pushing music forward. Everybody else is pushing forward.
I ain't fucking got it before.
I'm unforgivable with that because there was no reason why that king should have lost his life due to, again, him sleeping
inner city beef shit.
Yeah, and y'all
not even inner city beef shit. Just I fucked the rapper's baby mama on accident.
And then my thing is, and it's because y'all was beefing because you couldn't sign him, so it all stems back to jealousy. A man lost his life due to jealousy.
Yep.
And y'all from the same city. Could you imagine any of us killing each other here due to jealousy? So I'm not gonna.
No, but I can see one of us dying from somebody in the city that don't want to see us good, though.
I mean,
and that goes into. You know what I mean?
A lot of rappers.
Not even rappers, just people in general.
Yeah,
nobody wants to see the next person doing good.
In a sense, period.
Nobody
yeah.
Like the $4,000 tip thing. For some reason.
Nobody wants to see that person that's not them doing good, man.
Shining, and I don't like that when you have to dim somebody else's light to get shine.
Yeah.
You can't preach black love. You can't say this, that, and the third, but you're taking out your own kind. That to me is contradictive.
Yeah.
Dolph, long live him. Key Glock, I ain't messing with CT, none of them.
Dolph.
As that, you know what, and nobody scrutinized me for this, and I don't mean nothing towards this community. This is strictly towards all of them, the cocaine music faggots. That's what Dolph said at one point in time on his music. So I'm dissing them for him in memory of him. So that has nothing to go against anybody gay or nothing. It's all towards that.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all want to smoke, nigga? You know what to find us.
I really don't, and I mean that. And that's the Coquito talking, and that wasn't PC. Appropriate, and I understand, and I apologize to anybody I may have hurt. So I'm gonna say an apology in the same episode, but it's literally towards a group that I really despise now because I have a limited amount of music left from this man, and I know that, and I won't be able to experience him.
I will say that we need to be more unfiltered going forward too.
Yeah.
And that's something he said. So I'm quoting somebody else. Those aren't even my own words.
And that's what you said. You can't get music from that person. That's all the people I listen to damn near every day. And it pisses me off that
because when you said that, it brought that reality upon me. Like, damn, I really do only have a limited amount of music, and it made me hurt even more.
Now that one source that you have that was a consistent source of music, it's not there no more. And I can cycle through the same songs, but man, the love and anticipation for a new album is something different.
And just hearing his growth, because people grow through music. Like Wayne, we've all grown up with Wayne. You know what I mean? I love watching his growth through music. Some of it I haven't, some of it I did, but. For the most part,
shut your ass up. Your headphones is off. You don't fuck with Wayne. Fuck is you talking
What's
about?
his real name?
What you don't know?
You don't know his full name?
You don't fuck with
Dwayne
Wayne.
Michael Carter III?
Man.
Oh, now.
Stupid.
That's fine.
I don't know what you're doing, but I support you, brother.
That's my brother. I'm sorry. That was my favorite part of that episode.
No ceilings.
That's my brother.
That's my brother. I love you. Oh, God.
All right, end it on the gym, Cliff, man.
I don't know you struggle. I don't know nothing about you, but I support you, brother.
Ugly fuck gotta go home, man.
Fuck you.
I love you, Jacob.
Wheezy and baby, the F is for fuck you.
No, the F is for get the fuck around me.
And this is by Margaret Thatcher. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it.
Man, not
some
the battle,
people-
it's the war.
Because some people think they can do something
That's
one
a
time
good
and
gem.
it's
So
it.
will this be the final episode until next year, or do they have one more to listen
It
to?
might be, yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. Let us know.
No, you know what? No,
y'all
let's
let
leave
us
them-
know. Y'all want to end the season like this, or y'all want us one more? Let us know.
This is a cliffhanger that the audience gets to decide. Is this the last episode or not? If we don't get enough responses, we'll see y'all next year. If we get enough, we'll see you back one more time. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Watch your ass hairs.
Like it. This has been an episode of It's On Us. Ass hairs. Hold on.
Yeah, watch your ass hairs. That's because we on it. We on it. We on ass.
I hope no
we on
dingleberries
cheeks.
are in that
what?
ass.
He's on your ass like back pockets is what he's
So
saying.
that's
Oh,
what I'm
shit.
saying. So
Yeah.
watch your ass
Like
hairs.
apple bottom jeans.
Yeah.
Big boots
with
with
the
the fucking
fur.
fur.
This has
Okay.
been, this has been an episode of It's On Us. Again, make sure you guys go like and subscribe to all of our pages, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Podbean. We will be on Amazon pretty soon and other platforms. So again, like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel.
Feliz Navidad.
And you already know it's your mama's favorite podcast. Yer.
I
Bye,
love
Mom.
you. I love y'all niggas, man.
And that is going to wrap it, guys. The episode is finished. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like it, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to follow us on all our social media pages at IOU Podcast 440. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the continued support. We'll see you soon. Bye.